Hello, everybody. My name is Yang Song. I will be your instructor of Geography 5225 this semester. So this is the first video of the class, and I want to use it for two purposes. The first one is introducing myself. So you know that actually there is a person teaching this class instead of an AI or a robot. Okay. And the secondly, I want to go through the syllabus of the class so I can provide more information and details on different components of the class. Okay. Okay. Now I'm going to share my screen here, and yeah, so much for myself. I'm going to turn off this video first. Okay. Before the syllabus, I want to emphasize that you should read this announcement before going on with this video. Okay, it's pretty important. It's about the implementation of the course. Okay, during the rest part of the video, I will assume that you have finished reading this announcement. Okay, okay, the syllabus. Here is my information. My name is Dr. Sorry, my name is Yang Song. Doctor is my title. Okay, you can call me Yang or call me Dr. Song. Which one you prefer? It's okay. And here is the office hour and location. It's the regular meeting time of the class. Although we're not going to meet regularly, it's only for office hour. From week 2 to week 10, in Palmery Hall 301. It's a big classroom. So even all students are coming to the classroom for office hour. It's big enough to follow the 6 feet social distancing principle. Okay. And you also have a TA. His name is Jian Wang. He's a graduate student in the geography department. And there is no in-person office hours for labs. So if you have any questions related to labs, please do not send me. Send those questions. Do not send questions to me. Sorry. Please send those questions to your TA. Okay. You can solve the problem using emails or meet on Zoom. And there is also cohort use of lab PCs in Derby 135. That's a lab, computer lab we should have been using. Okay. But now, since the room is not that big, only 16 people are allowed in that room. So I have divided the whole class into groups, and those groups can use lab PCs within a specific time range and use them by groups. So you have read that announcement. So identify the group you belong. And if you need to actually use this computer lab, go there following the schedule on the last page of this schedule of this syllabus. Okay. Okay. This course introduces the fundamentals of remote sensing and its geographic applications. Okay. 2/3 of the course will focus on basic concepts, theories, platforms, and different corrections and classification methods of remote sensing. And I will use the rest 3 lectures to introduce applications of remote sensing in different realms. For example, in urbanization, in agriculture, in water. Okay, I haven't decided specific topics, but there will be 3 of them. Okay, and this course is mostly online because it's called distance enhanced. Most content will be shared online, and there is limited in-person component office hours, right? Lecture office hours. There is no required login to Carmen, but you should finish the content of each week's module to catch up to achieve success in this class. Okay, and I will just leave all those learning outcomes to you, and you should come back to syllabus and check these outcomes to make sure that you are following, you are catching up. Okay. And there is a required textbook called Introductory Digital Image Processing, a Remote Sensing Perspective. I have ordered this book from bookstore of OSU. You can buy one. Actually, I suggest renting one or borrowing one, or hard copy, ebook, doesn't matter, okay? And there is also an optional reference. It's another book, actually, Remote Sensing of the Environment, an Earth Resource Perspective. Only one chapter of this book will be introduced in our lecture. And if you do not have this book, it's okay. All you need to know will be in that lecture and in the slides of that lecture. Okay, so it's optional. 40% of your final grade will be from lab assignments. So after each lab, there will be a lab assignment. You should finish it within 2 weeks after each lab. Okay, lab 6 and 7, they're relatively more complex. You have more time to finish them. But for specific due dates, please go to the Carmen website. You can find them you can find the dues for each lab. Okay, and exam, there will be one exam, open book exam for the course. It's 30% of your final grade, and more details will be reviewed during the semester. Okay, and there is a course project. It's 30% of the final grade. In general, I want you to use what you have learned from the lectures and also from labs to address a real world problem using remote sensing technology. And this problem should not be too complex. It's just a course project, right? You can just calculate a remote sensing indicator or index like NDVI, or do a simple classification to address the change of land cover types within a specific time period for a specific city or for a state, etc. And you should collect data by yourself. Okay, sounds a lot, but after finishing all those lectures and labs, you will see that it's not that complex. You just need to collect some data from the internet, remote sensing data, and use ERDAS engine, which is the software we're going to use in this semester in this course to finish your project. More information about what you need to include in your proposal and project final report can be found here, course project information, okay? Okay, here is the email policy. Please try to follow this format when you are sending emails to me and your TA. Okay, okay. And a late submission policy. For lab assignments, you can submit them late, but there will be a 10% penalty each day. Okay, the penalty for project proposal and report will be stronger. Okay, 20%. So remember to check due dates regularly to make sure that you are catching up. And also lecture questions, please send them to me or ask me during the office hour. Okay, and lab questions should all go to your TA. Okay, and I'm not going to answer lab questions during the office hour, in-person office hour. And what else? Yeah, that's for lab submission and questions. Okay, and there will be open-ended questions during in your lab assignments, and you also need to write proposal and final reports for your course project, right? During this process, please do not copy and paste anything from other people or from the internet, okay? If you do so, it's our responsibility, my responsibility, and your TA's responsibility to report, okay? To report plagiarism and other academic misconducts, okay? We don't want to do that, so do not cross that red line, okay? And yeah, about disability services policy, please, if you do have disabilities, and or if you're having health issues, you have health issues, please register with SLDS as soon as possible. After registration, they will contact me, so you and I can just work out a plan for your accommodations. If you do not register with them, I cannot do anything. And also, if you're doing okay right now, but during the semester you are feeling sick, and you cannot catch up, okay? If it's about your health, okay, register with them during the semester as soon as possible, okay? And I will just leave course technology to you. Basic equipment you need, software, and we need ERDA's imaging for this semester. And you can get a code for the software here under installation, okay? And each student here has a specific code. That's for, I think, 1 year student trial code, okay? You can use this code to install ERDA's engine. When you copy and paste all those codes, please make sure the one you're copying is for you, not for other students, because you can say that each student has only one code. And regarding the installation of the software, you can refer to this several slides. It's very straightforward, okay? And we actually don't need this software for exam, but I will just leave it here, okay? Because our exam is open book. Okay, course content schedule, it's very straightforward. The week, the date. This date is the date we meet regularly if the class was in person. So it's always on Wednesday. This class is meeting 2 times a week, 1 lecture and 1 lab. And there are 2 lab sessions. You can choose one of them to attend each week. So the date here, actually here for this semester, it's meaningless in terms of the meeting because we do not meet in person. But I think it's convenient for you to use these dates to track your progress. Okay, for example, you should finish lecture 1. You should finish lecture 1 by the end of this day, right? And here we have the topics. This is the first video for this first virtual meeting. So it's about syllabus. I will also upload videos for lecture 1, Introduction to Remote Sensing. Okay, it will also be included in your week 1 module. And the ratings associated to that lecture, you should read associated chapters before the class. Okay, and the lab for that week. Most weeks there will be labs. Okay, some weeks there is no lab, then there is no lab. Okay, and there will be also an exam. Like I said, more details will be provided later during the semester. Okay, and the last page is the schedule for the cohort use of Derby 135. In that announcement, I mentioned that using computers in this classroom is the least recommended way to access the software, which is ERDA's engine, right? And if it's necessary for you to use labs, please identify your group. Are you in group 1 or group 2? And use this schedule to go to Derby 135 to use lab PCs. When you go there, please wear a mask. And when you come to the office hour, it's the same. Please wear a mask. If you do not wear a mask, you will not be allowed to be in the classroom. It's for everybody's health, okay? Everyone is risking their health and life to be in the classroom, to meet some other people, meet instructors, meet other students in person with a risk. So please respect the 6 feet social distancing principle and also wear a mask. Okay, that's all I want to say. And thank you very much.